Okay, guys, let's get back to this. Um, Caveman OG and Spider Pool already in the house. Appreciate you guys making it back in. So we're gonna go for about another 3.5, maybe 4 hours, somewhere in there, and see how far we get. We will open the Christmas gift at the end or towards the end. I should do something with that. Give me just 1 second. I'm gonna do one thing real quick. Let's see. We're gonna come over here for a second so I can do one thing. Oh my god, it's oh god, I just set this up. Never mind, we're not gonna do that. We'll leave that for later. I'm not worried about it. It's not going to do that much that's really going to help. So we did collect a crystal here. Let's go ahead and continue on. So what we got right now is we are looking at working towards that 4-star Nick Fury, which means we got to knock out a couple more runs in EQ. Luckily enough, our prestige is still so low that it's not going to push up any to worry about anything, but we did also just pick up another mastery point, and we are now at full limits on energy, so that's good. We can now get the full 70. That will help us continue on. We are working on we did spend that mastery point already because we did it before we jumped off. How was dinner? Not bad, man. Just heated up some pizza I got yesterday. And just something quick. Part of the reason I planned it yesterday was A, I was craving pizza, and B, I was figuring it'd be something that I could easily warm up during this to be able to just eat something quick and get back on here. Probably wouldn't even have taken time away if it wasn't for the fact that I don't own a microwave. So, like, we're talking a good 10 minutes plus for it to warm up in the oven from the fridge. Egg did go ahead and step away. He's going to go spend some time with the wife, which I totally encouraged. I appreciate the time of him stopping in and hanging out with us tonight. Today, throughout the day, it's been absolutely amazing. I appreciate everybody who has taken the time, no matter if it was during the first half or any point whatsoever, just stopping in and hanging out for a little while, guys. It really does mean the world to me. Not trying to make it any, sound down or anything, but you guys are who I have to hang out with for Christmas as well. So yes, Legacy, we are still live. I promised you guys at least 10 hours tonight. We took a half an hour break. That means we are going until midnight my time, because that'll be another 3.5 hours to make up for the half an hour break, and that'll put us right at midnight. So we will finish off Christmas together. And then we'll kind of see where we're at that point. It's been fun to just kind of sit here and play the game, and 10:43 my time. Yep. So we're just going to go ahead and crank through this. We do have Mysterium finally, which is interesting. Not that I need it on this account. I don't even get it on the main account. So, I get Mysterium on the main account, just don't do it this way. But yeah, we have made it through the first chapter of Act 3. We're gonna knock out these couple side quests here for by doing a couple pass and EQ real quick, and then we're gonna get back over and finish Act 3. We should get through at least Act 4 tonight, and yeah, I know it's definitely not the best speed run that anybody's done. I'm not trying to speed run. I'm just trying to have some fun. I hang out on Christmas. And be around the people that I enjoy being around. So, again, I thank every one of you for having time to stop, had time to stop in. I hope it is because you already had plenty of time with your family and that you're just relaxing for the evening and wanted to share some time. I appreciate that. And I hope everybody had a great day. I hope everybody got amazing gifts. And most importantly, I hope everybody got time around family and friends that actually mattered to them. I hope no matter what, at least somebody that was near you today was somebody that meant the world to you. So, but yeah, no, guys. Like I said, we're gonna knock out the beginning classic EQ, whatever the hell that means these days, because we all know it's tied to your prestige, and if your prestige is high enough, even the classic is not easy. So, luckily enough, we don't have to worry about how high our prestige is right now by getting this out of the way before we start pulling bigger champions. Not that I think it would matter overwhelmingly anyways, but we're just going to run through whatever paths there are to run through. We should have this knocked out 100% by running these 3 paths on this second level. Pick us up a few more rewards. Put us another milestone closer to that 4-star Nick Fury so that we can upgrade from the 3-star Nick Fury. And then that should pretty well set our team for a moment until we pull anybody to put another 4-star that's a valid 4-star that we can add to the roster. Or possibly 5-star even. It'd be great to pull a 5-star during this run that we could really cheese things with. If we open up enough possibilities, I will be looking at a few things and seeing if we get access to anything that would actually jump us a little bit further, and hopefully we can speed things up a little bit further. But yeah, so guys, like I said, we're just going to go for another few hours and see where we wrap it up and how the account looks, and I don't know, have a good time, hang out, chat, talk, discuss the new milestones that they put in Banquet. I know I'm loving them. I mean, I will say this: the additional ones that we got today were not nearly as spicy as what we got yesterday, or at least the first one we got yesterday. The Deathless Champion definitely has me excited, especially considering it's my first Deathless Champion. I'm sure several of you may be in that boat as well, so. Just out of curiosity, if you didn't have a Deathless Champion before the selector yesterday, who did you take? My original plan for me was that I was going to take, I wasn't going to take She-Hulk because I had the most amount of pieces for her. I don't have a Deathless Champion yet, yeah. We hit milestones for the 30, so 2 Jubilant Crystals. Mine gave me another Titan Nexus and a Champion Select. Oh man, I want that selector so bad. Breeze, how's it going? Nice. I'm glad that after stream tonight I can grab that too. I've not chosen anyone because I'm not going to wait to do. I'm gonna wait and do it on stream tomorrow. Okay. So after giving it a little bit further thought, I changed my thinking on how I was gonna do it, because originally my thought was, since I knew that I could pick up another piece for, I pulled 2 7-stars Nexuses. Need help to choose. No problem, brother. Shoot me over, and I will pay attention. And I'll help you choose. I don't know what pieces I have, to be honest. Check your inventory. You can see them. They're in your other. So I'll call out Breeze's options, and I'll tell you guys what I'm thinking when he shoots them over to me. So I originally was thinking I was going to take. I was just going to go ahead and work for the piece for the last piece for the 4th piece for Deathless She-Hulk, and then purchase. I'll be right back. I'm thirsty. No problem. And then purchase the last one with Radiance, and then that would give me 2 Deathless Champions. And then I got to thinking about it. And I was going to go with either Vision or Gilly, because I figured those were 2 champions I would definitely want. Then I got to thinking about it even further. And I got to thinking, instead, why not go with the champion that I have the least number of pieces for? And as soon as Awakening, Ultron, Hyperion, or Strife? Hyperion, definitely, brother. I thought you were going to send it over to me, so I was watching there instead of chat. But yeah, definitely Hyperion. Though I will say Ultron would be nice. But, ooh, I love my Ultron. I take that back. If you haven't picked yet, take Ultron. Hyperion's easier to get. But so I decided I would go with the champion the Deathless champion that I have the least number of pieces for, so that when I do start picking up pieces with Mysterium, I would have to spend less getting the pieces for the champions that I don't, because I have 3 pieces for Deathless She-Hulk. I have 3 pieces for Gilly 2099, and I have 2 pieces for Vision, but I only have next one, more SIGs on Bullseye, Kashala, or Awake Red Hulk. Kashala. But then I got to thinking about it even further, and because I only had the 1 piece for Groot, and it was going to take a lot more for me to get King Groot, I went with King Groot. So King Groot is my newest Deathless champion. If you don't pick Kashala, I'm timing you out. So, like I said, I went ahead and picked King Groot, and so I'm going to start working towards getting the 4th Deathless She-Hulk piece that is still in the game that I can still obtain, and then I will start working towards Radiance to get her, and then I will start working towards getting Gilly and next, and then Vision last, through acquisition through the store, and through Radiance and whatnot. And then at that point, then I can still go for Deathless Thanos down the road. So I think we're going to still go ahead and go for them. But it is going to be a long-term project over the next year. We may do it faster, but it could be 6 months. But I figure we put a good year timeline on it, and we should easily be looking at having Deathless Thanos 2 years later. So, And I am perfectly okay with that. But that could also mean that by about the time that I get Deathless Thanos, that I also get Stellar Doctor Doom. Ooh. They would be a good combination, wouldn't it? Hyperion and Kashala. Hyperion was not a bad choice. The only thing that made me think real quick, and the reason, and I didn't think about it at first, but I remembered that Ultron is the one you get out of raids, so it's a little harder to get Ultron and get the dupe on Ultron. And you could have picked up the dupe on Hyperion a little easier, but still not a bad choice. Still not a bad choice at all. Hyperion is one of those classic, like, just heavy hit, easy use champions. Ultron was added to the basic in the December update. Oh, okay. I missed that. So, never mind. Well, if that's the case, then I need to get my Ultron. How do I jump on call with you? I can do that. Give me just a minute, brother, and we will do that. You are one of the few that I will make that exception for tonight. Let's see. We're going to pause that. Breeze, do me a favor. Pull up your Discord. Okay. And welcome in, Breeze.
What's going on?
Not a whole lot, brother. How's it going?
Not bad. Driving back home from the movies.
Yeah. So how was the Anaconda remake?
It was pretty good, man. I'm not gonna lie.
So was it more comedic, or was it still like serious tone like the original?
Oh yeah, it was more comedic.
I don't know. I don't know that I mean, I'll still probably check it out at some point, but like,
Yeah, it's got a lot of the classic vibes from it. Makes me kind of want to go back and watch the original.
The original was really good, and like it had that thriller aspect that it did, that a movie like that really, in my opinion, should have.
Yeah.
Jennifer Lopez, Ice Cube, like, I mean, John Voight, classic.
Oh, yeah.
The only problem.
There's some stuff I would say, but I don't want to spoil it for anybody that hasn't seen it or.
Oh yeah, definitely. Please do not.
But it's good.
But no, you know, the I think the only thing that I think that they did wrong with the original Anaconda, is what they did wrong with a lot of movies during that time period, and that was the direct-to-DVD sequels that they made.
Oh yeah.
Like, the original movie was good. Leave it the fuck alone. Like, but I mean, again, like I said, there were so many series over the years that, or so many movies over the years that did that. I mean, how many Crow movies did they make?
I only count the first one.
Exactly. I mean, that's the only one you should count. But
I don't even think I wasted my time watching any of the sequels or the reboot they did a few years ago.
Yeah. I mean, and that, like I said, I could think of dozens of movies like that. I mean, and don't get me wrong, there are some movies that some people don't necessarily realize that there are like full on sequels to, that I know the sequels are good. Like, I don't know how many people realize fully that like we would not have Jack Black in as a major actor if it wasn't for the Neverending Story 3.
I never even knew that would exist.
Yep. So the kid that's the main character in the third one, like he's getting picked on by the school bullies, and one of the school bullies is Jack Black.
I'm trying to think. He played a couple of times as a bully character.
Yeah. They were all really early in his career, but as far as I know, I'm pretty sure, if I remember right, that is the very first one. And he went for like, and I think he finally he got a little older and realized he didn't want to get typecast as the big fat bully, and was like, instead, I'll be the big fat comedian.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, he definitely took over the role of Chris Farley.
Yeah, in a lot of ways. Johnny Depp's first movie.
Johnny Depp's first movie. That's easy.
Was that? That wasn't. Oh my god.
And he dies in it.
That wasn't What's Eating Gilbert Grape, was it?
No, God no. No, his first movie's back in the 80s. I want to say it was before 21 Jump Street.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was too.
Or just around the same time as the 21 Jump Street series came out.
Yeah, no. He had a couple things before 21 Jump Street. He blew up on 21 Jump Street, just the same way Richard Grieco did. My God, I should know this because I have been a fan of Johnny Depp for a long time. He's done some amazing shit over the years. I've absolutely loved his career. But tell me, because I'm feeling stupid right now.
The first Nightmare on Elm Street.
Was it?
Yep. He died in his waterbed.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, no, I remember that. Yeah, no, I haven't grabbed them yet. I did see that we hit the milestone. Thank you for jumping in and letting me know. So here's a good one.
I tell you what, I wouldn't mind seeing another Deathless Selector coming back for if they put some more milestones up.
Okay, so I'm not saying 100% that this is going to be a thing by any means. But I will say that there were a few people that were in the general chat on Discord last night, along with a few members of the Kabam team, who one of them happened to say they are not going to confirm that there will be another Deathless in the milestones if we get high enough, but I would stay tuned and see if it happens. Was basically the way the way the comment was made.
I'm telling you, this banquet has honestly been the best banquet in probably the last 5 years, easily.
Oh yeah, no. I think a lot of people are screwing up by the ones that are complaining on it. I think could really honestly. Gonna watch Fallout episode 2 with the wife. Be right back. No problem. Enjoy. I'd love an Awakening Gem or a Deathless Selector.
I'm not worried about the Awakening Gems.
Okay, so just for pretext on that, the reason why Egg is saying that is because he took Deathless She-Hulk, and he wants to awaken her because he is very well sure that she will be the one that will allow him to set the best times in Coliseum going forward.
Okay.
So he is very well set on the idea that if it comes down to it and there is a way, like, in spite the idea that he has no other Deathless champions, he will take her for a second time so that he has her awakened and ready for Coliseum.
I can...
Now, I'm not saying he's wrong on that by any means. I can understand his logic and why he wants to do it.
That's what I'm getting at. I understand his logic behind it, but I would say that would be a waste of a pool if you can get another Deathless.
And for most people, it's going to be, in all honesty, and I do see not you. You were around over a year ago when I fucking said it to Fridge repeatedly. When everybody was all obsessed with, you're gonna miss out on the Deathless, they'll never come around again. How many times did I tell everybody they'd be back? There would be other ways. Okay. And
yeah, it's just like the idols. They've already said it. And I mean, the first idol, she's already in a basic crystal. So the rest of them are coming next year, and that's what they said on the live stream.
Yeah.
At the beginning of the month, I think it was.
Yeah, they said it on the first one.
That's why I'm like, I'm not even chasing the essences. I have 8 of them right now, so I'll just purchase the 6-star version, and then the other extra that I have will just go turn into 7-star shards.
Yeah, Egg says, I already have a rank 4 She-Hulk, and he's going to take Deathless She-Hulk to rank 4 as well. So, I got a key and a tier 7 basic for my Jubilant. Nice! Got a dupe on Scorpion there. That's gorgeous, bro.
There you go. That's one thing right now. I'm sitting... I didn't even touch my King Brute.
Yeah.
Because... Like today, I haven't done any rank ups today, but I'm wondering if I should take him to rank 4 if I can, or if I should just hold out a little bit longer.
I would hold out a little bit longer. And okay, so this is what I'm looking at right now, and this is my logic, right? As far as I'm concerned, and I think you're probably going to fall more in my boat than some, and I know there's going to be others that are going to fall in my boat too. But I think this is where I'm looking at it. I'm out of tier 6 basics and tier 3 alphas.
Yeah, that's another thing.
That was another conversation that was being had on the general chat last night as well. Was the idea of possibly having like those low unit deals where you can restock on some of that type of stuff towards the end of Banquet.
If that were to come back, I would drop 1,000 units on all of that.
Okay, yeah, see, which will be a good message to pass on to Kabam if any of the Kabam employees who actually know me decide to stop in. Or I will reach out to some of them directly myself. But and more than a few people I know will also be chatting about some of that type of stuff too. But so back to where I was saying. So what I'm looking at is I took the champion that I had the absolute least pieces for as the first Deathless selector.
Mm-hmm.
My second one, the second one that I have the least pieces for, will be Vision. I'm going if we get another selector, which I think is very likely. I will be taking Vision. I will be taking Vision with that one. That will put me to the point where I am 2 pieces short of She-Hulk, one of which is still in game that I can go get. And I am 3 pieces short of Gilly. There are 5, you can buy up to 5 from Radiance and never have to spend a single unit. So if I go get the 1 piece for She-Hulk, and actually do the challenge to get it, then I will only need 4 pieces for to be gotten with Radiance, which will mean that I get all 4 Deathless champions, which opens up the ability to go get Deathless Thanos.
Yeah.
And I will not have to spend a single fucking unit to do it.
I'm in the same boat.
I know you are. That's why I explained it.
Yeah. After we talked about it, yesterday or the day before when we talked about it, it makes sense. Because, I think for Vision, I only need one piece.
Yeah.
So that'll be the last one I get. If we get another selector, I think it was Guillotine is the one that I have that I'm still missing 3 pieces for.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure.
Vision and 2 from She-Hulk.
And I'm pretty sure you're in the same boat I am with She-Hulk, which is that there is still one. She is the only one that there is a piece still obtainable for in game right now. There is a Karina's challenge that you can do to get her last piece, get one of her pieces that still exists.
Hold on. I don't know if you have it on your.
I can't see it on this one.
But I want to say in the Deathless quest that they have, that you have to have all 4 champions for. You only need with King Groot, you can do the King Groot path now.
Yeah.
And that'll give you another selector at the end of it. I think each piece has a selector, or each path has a selector. I could be wrong.
No, I think each path.
I can't check it game.
I think each path gives you a piece of Thanos. So
is
you
that
have.
What it is?
Yeah, if I remember what Fridge said when he did it. So, but there is one that if you do any one of the year 10 challenges, that will give you a Deathless She-Hulk piece. And there's some of those that you don't even have to do a full path to do.
Yeah.
So you can go get that piece. That if I'm pretty sure you're in the same boat I am, where that would put you to the point where you have 4 pieces for Deathless She-Hulk, and then if you only need to pick up 1 piece to get her, that's not bad.
No. And I mean that's what I'll be working on probably this weekend while I'm at work. So it'll be. I should be able to get some content done because I started last night. I started to do. It's probably the hardest friggin' path, and it's 9.3.3. It's the tech path. I know you're not there yet, but it's. You got to take in heal blocks, and it's just a pain in the butt. Even watching MCOC news videos, it's still a pain.
By the way, guys, I apologize. I'm just realizing because I have seen too many on the account that I'm monitoring the stream with. Looks like YouTube reset my in between streams. It reset my ad ratio on how often it's supposed to be playing ads. And it may just be playing them at random intervals right now. So if you guys get a lot of ads at any point, I apologize. I have tried to cut down on those massively. So, fair warning, absolute apology. This may be the most ads in a stream that we've seen in a while. So, sorry. But yeah, no, you were saying the tech path on 9.3 is the most ridiculous one?
Yeah, it's been a pain in the butt for me. So I think I'm going to skip that. I'm going to come back to it later.
Okay, now let me ask you this much. I know I just got Sentinel and Nimrod. I believe you have both as well. Do you have them both leveled up and stuff?
Yeah, Nimrod, I think I took him. He's at rank 3, not awakened, but he doesn't have heal block in his kit.
Oh, okay. So you need a heal block champion.
Yeah. So
do you have Yondu leveled up?
I do not.
Level up Yondu and take him in there.
Okay.
Because first off,
I'm gonna jump off call real quick. I just got to the house.
Okay.
Once I get inside and get set up, I'll text you and let you know.
Okay, sounds good. I'll add you back in there. So later, bro. So what I was about to say to him there, for anybody who hasn't looked at it, and I'm sure most of you have, Yondu's rework is absolutely amazing. But he still has the heel block in his kit. So he's hitting like an absolute powerhouse. And you would have the heel block option there that he was talking about that he was short that he would need. So if you are looking for a tech heel block champion, Gary, why am I doing a new account challenge? Because it's Christmas and I just wanted to hang out and have a good day with people and give people a place to come out, hang out, and spend some time together and not have to worry about a damn thing in this world if they didn't have any place else to be. So, I decided I would do something just small and easy and just go as far as possible, and then we'll get back to the big account later. We'll be right back to the grind by Saturday. I mean, I'll be doing things in the account tomorrow for sure, but I won't be live tomorrow because I know I'll need a day to recover from this. Because we are already 8 hours into streaming total today. So I know by the time we hit 10 and a half, 11 hours of streaming, I'm gonna need a little bit of chill time tomorrow, and so we'll take tomorrow off, and then we'll be back on Saturday and back to the main grind on the main account and pushing things all over again. We got plenty to work on there. I will be doing another new account on New Year's Eve, but that one is a completely and totally different reason, and that one will be an ongoing new account that we'll play like once or twice a month. The whole reason for the New Year's Eve new account will be strictly so that we can play the PC version, and I can try and get used to playing it through the PC. I tried that the first time that I downloaded it on the main account, and trying to get the difference between what I do with tap, swipe, swipe compared to pushing the buttons on the controller was very different. So I feel if we start back to basics, do that account 100%, and let it develop over time, and let my skills build with the controller or the keyboard, whichever way ends up feeling more comfortable, then that's cool, and we can demo things differently on both phone and PC. So that one will be just kind of a ongoing, seeing what the experience is different like type of thing, and see if we can get to a point where eventually I get to a point that I can handle hard content on the PC, and then we might let the phone chill on the main account even for a little while. We'll see. Whatever happens. But yeah, for the most part, after outside of those two things, it will be the main account and the main account only that we will be focusing on. I will be starting to release videos again first part of the year as we start going through and finishing up different levels that I don't have on the channel yet guides for. And then we may go back and revisit some of the old videos and update them with newer champions. So, just kind of a basic breakdown of what we're doing and how we're doing it and why I made some of the decisions I made it. So, including why I decided that, if you had no place else to be, or you just needed a break from your family, or whatever it was, and you wanted to come sit in chat and forget about everything except for MCOC, and even if you wanted to be mad at MCOC so you didn't have to be mad at your family, I'd give you a target. So I know there are plenty of us out there in the world that don't have any place to be on the holidays, and that's rough. So I decided I'd give everybody a place to be just in case they didn't. So, plus it gave me some place to be. Right here with you guys. And I will always be grateful for the support and every moment you guys do spend hanging out with me. So I will let everybody know. So a couple things that are coming up. I will be the 30th, so the night before we do yet another new account challenge. We will be spending most of the day over on the Intoxicated Gamers channel. Abido. He is doing a charity stream for his birthday on that day. So I want to go over there and support him as much as I can. And then on the 3rd, this one won't be nearly as long of a stream, but there will be a stream where Shoria, hi, how you doing? I apologize if I mispronounced that wrong. On the 3rd, Stephen Burris will be doing a live stream with Mama Bear to celebrate her beating chemotherapy and getting through cancer treatment. So I will be supporting them that night, and we'll either live stream before or after. So I'll kind of see exactly what they go. If I can, I'll go before so that I can make sure to bring as many people over to support it as possible. If not, then I'll be on afterwards, and yeah, we'll just do our thing. Outside of that, the only other major thing that I know I have planned right now is the 9th is my birthday, the 9th of January. I was planning another all-day stream where we figured out some Everett content to go for. Then I realized that the 9th is also the Kabam live stream for January. And that literally every streamer out there will be live most of the day that day because of Twitch drops. So I'm debating whether or not I go live on my birthday or if we wait until the day after. And we just go ahead and do something from there. So I'm not for sure how that's going to play out, guys, 100%. But depending on how it does, I will keep you guys posted. I will decide sometime between now and New Year's Eve, probably, and let you guys know and figure out what we're going to do for a birthday stream this year. I mean, I'd love to support everybody's Twitch drops and stuff like that, but I also know that, like, if Lefty goes for 12 hours straight, I ain't gonna get half of you to come over and watch me. So, and that's fine. I don't fault the man in any way, shape, or form. I know he has quite well earned his audience, just like Abdo, Brian Grant, every single other streamer out there, including myself. I am honored when these guys want to talk to me or hang out or be part of my stuff. but I also know how to read the community. So, yeah, we'll make a decision. We'll figure it out. But either way, yeah, we're gonna do. Like I said, we're just gonna go for about 2.5, 3 more hours, and no, we're not going for another 3. We're going for about another 2.5 hours. Unless something like if I had a major second wind at about the time that we're calling it, then we may continue going longer. But for now, my plan is just to get as far as we can get till the end of this and see what that looks like. How far can I get in 10 hours? A lot further if you just shut your mouth and do it. Hey. Don't need none of that sass. Barilla. Oh. But again, I've said it many times and I mean it wholeheartedly. I hope everybody had an amazing Christmas. I hope everybody got plenty of things that they were excited about. I hope you all got to um, spend time with loved ones. I hope everybody stayed safe. And I hope that no matter what the majority of the drama that can come with families was negated and there wasn't much of it whatsoever, and that you all got a chance to spend at least a few hours around somebody who you truly think the world of. And for those who didn't, please know you're not the only ones. I know it doesn't always help, but you're not alone. And that's why we do things like this, is so that we can all have someplace to be. And so nobody has to be alone. So, may not be a lot, but at least I feel like I can do something to help the community sometimes. So, oh, gotta check a couple chats here in a second because I got about a dozen of them going off at the moment. I'm sure people are getting excited about the milestones as we're kicking up another one. I know we just hit the Jubilant Crystals, which means we're now working on another batch of Sig Stones. God, the amount of Sig Stones I'm going to have by the end of Banquet. Not that I don't have a use for every single one of them, and that I'm not going to massively make sure that I have multiple champions all lit up and stuff, but Oh, things that go on in chats. They all amuse me. Amuse me very much. I am very amused. I spend many, many hours in many, many, many chats watching many, many, many things occur, and they all amuse me very, very much. I laugh for many, many, many hours at many, many things because they make me funny. So, I will leave the music off a little bit longer if to give Breeze time to get back, because I know he said he wanted to jump on chat for a little bit longer. But if he gets delayed for too long, we'll turn the music back on. I mean, God, guys, what's the word? I mean, I know you guys need something to do, but it can't all be my voice, can it? Oh. So we have multiple 4 stars, but we do have one of the 4 stars that we have right now is ineligible for the way we have this account set up to who we can and can't use. Because we did pull a 4-star Carnage, who unfortunately is a villain, and we can only use heroes, and they can only be heroes that are either that have a synergy or are on the same team as one of the first 5 champions we pulled, who were OG Hulk, OG Black Widow, Ant-Man, Rocket, and Iron Fist. So basically, we can use Avengers, we can use Defenders, and we can use Guardians of the Galaxy. We can also use anybody that has a synergy with one of those 5 champions, as long as they are heroes. Luckily enough, we did not pull a villain in the first 5, so we didn't have to worry about that, though that would have probably been a default, and we would have jumped over to the 6th crystal or whatever until we got the 5th usable champion. Now, we decided this off of a spin wheel, and I think it has been, not that it has been challenging by any means, because we haven't done anything challenging whatsoever, but it has been an interesting way to do this challenge, and it may be something we look at a little further in the future. Jay Shin, how's it going? Nice to see you. How was your Christmas? Hopefully, absolutely wonderful. Good. Good to hear that, man. Happy to hear it. Driving to work. Not a problem, man. Be safe. I know the other night when we were talking, he said work's pretty laxed over the next few days because you're running pretty much a skeleton crew. Super foggy. Be extra careful then, please. We don't need to lose any members of this community during the holidays. It's bad enough losing somebody. It's even worse when it happens during the holidays. I've watched it massively affect a lot of people. So, never want to lose anybody, but definitely there are certain times that you, if you can avoid it, you do what you can to make sure that it never gets worse. So. You shot me in the face. I was stunned and you shot me in the face. How dare you? That wasn't nice. I don't appreciate that. Do you know how long it's been since I've ran Nick Fury without deep wounds on my masteries? I don't know either, because it's been forever. Because you don't run Nick Fury without deep wounds. I mean, he still is a god, but you know. Good night. Hate doing that to Tigra. I do, because, you know, she's gorgeous. She has been my girl on many occasions. Made me a very happy man. But, you know, when you on the other side, you on the other side, baby girl. Yeah, that's right. I said it. Good night. Lay down. Take a nap. We ain't got time for you up in this place. Go ahead and lay yourself down. Take a nap. How far am I now? We are at 3.2.1. And we are literally on the last path of it. We did get interrupted a little bit by a short dinner break, and which is why we're on part 2 of the stream. And then we got interrupted slightly by, in order to complete the task to get the 4-star Nick Fury, which we're trying to wrap up right now. We had to go do 6 total pass and EQ. So, yeah, there was that. That kind of delayed a few things. But I still think we're pushing along fairly well. Are you doing Expo of everything? I'm Expo of everything. Oh, fully exploring everything. I've fully explored everything through Act 3 right now. And I will, depending on how far we get, we'll go full exploration of everything through Act 4. And then by that point, if we make it to Act 5 tonight, I'll be surprised, to be honest with you. But that would be where we would start. Well, we may only do one path through Act 4 and start going from there. But I did want to fully explore everything through Act 3 at minimum. So, yeah. We got 5 more levels to do to get that after this last couple fights. Technically not I mean, it's definitely not a speed run challenge by any means. I don't ever plan on doing a speed run challenge unless, like, I become god level with a single champion that I know I could pull and do all of it. King of Arena back in the house. How's it going, my man? But Yeah, I don't know. I feel pretty good about how it's going. We do have one um, selector here, Nexus Crystal Selector, that I have not collected yet because I want to get at least through Act 3 before we do. And then we also have the holiday gift here as well that I wanted to get some progression on as well. It's good. It had family over for Christmas. My kids got more toys. Awesome. Glad you had a great day with family and the kids had plenty of toys. I'm sure there were smiles everywhere, and that always makes things better. I want to double check one thing real quick. I kind of already know the answer to it, but I'm going to double check it anyways. Okay, so we went 7 hours on the first stream. We are an hour into the second stream, a little over an hour into the second stream. And I said we would go for a minimum of 10 hours tonight. So we got 2 more hours that we're going to go ahead and continue on this. Just to kind of give everybody an update on where we are in things. We are 8 hours in and we are finishing Act 3 as we speak. We are on 3.2.2. Nick Brown, how's it going? We have not gotten to a high enough level to actually see most things in the game. Sorry, I have this stupid spot on my foot that's itching the crap out of me for some reason. So we are actually working towards the first appearance of Maestro in this game. Let's see here. I know he's going to do it to me the second I turn it here. Music way too loud. Sorry about that, guys. I know the second I do this and turn the music back up, he's going to, Breeze is going to message me and tell me he's ready to jump back on a call. But I'm not going to sit there with the music in silence any longer, because I know there are moments that I kind of need the filler. And I know it kind of helps the flow for you guys as well. So we're going to put the music back on. I'm only shut it off because, like I said, we've had a couple people on call today. We had Breeze on for a little bit. He said he's going to be a little bit and then come out and then he'll be back in. We had Egg for quite a bit of the day. He went off to spend some time. Okay, yeah. No, I'm not going to comment on that one. Though I may give them all shit later. It's why you don't monitor chats outside of the actual stream while you're streaming, because you never know what you're going to see. Oh. So, I've asked you a couple times tonight, but we have a few people that weren't in when I asked it the last couple times. Anybody want to share anything they are excited about that they got for Christmas? Or anything special that, you know, time with anybody special, anything that really was what made the day perfect for you? My day has been you guys. And I am absolutely grateful for it. I want to see something real quick. Okay, we're gonna do something. We're gonna make a slight change real quick. I am gonna go ahead and push one path through each of the levels on the rest of Act 3 before we go back and 100% it all, because that will get me a title progression, and that title progression will mean that we can go open up a couple crystals that could make this go faster. So we're going to go ahead and jump. I hit a little bit and then fall back and finish it out. Hopefully with either more definitely with more 4 stars, but hopefully with either more 4 stars or 5 star. That will really kind of push us a little faster there. So, let's go. Not that we're trying to speed run this, guys. If we were, we wouldn't have been 100%ing anything past Act 2. At least not at first. I need a change in my life because I don't feel alive and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute. I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip and I don't plan to visit. I'm gonna stay there till I feel like I'm winning. And this is just the beginning. I need a big change, help me feel like living. I need a big swing, home runs I'm hitting, and I'll never look back. Moving on till I get it all. By the way, guys, thank you for everyone who did make it in for the second half of the stream here. Now that it's exactly half, because we did most of it on the first stream. But do appreciate everybody making it back in, hanging out for a little bit tonight. We are going to be pushing for another 2 hours or just under 2 hours. Or just about 2 hours, somewhere in there. And see how far we can get off of that. So I had an initial idea with this account, and I think I'm going to modify what I was initially going to do with it. So mostly because I'm just not, we're just not going to get quite where I would want. I mean, if somehow we pull something like absolute god tier before the end of stream, like that would make a huge difference in what I'm saying right now. We could change this thought process, but my original thought process was get this as far as possible, get a few good champions on here, get it going well, and then we would give away the account. I purposely set up the information so that it's not anything personal or anything like that, so that we could easily pass it on to whoever. But because of the fact that I know a couple things that I could actually do in the background of this account without actually having to like play it for the next year, what I think we're gonna do is this is gonna start obviously today, and I'm going to slide a few little extra things into it. I won't spend any money on it. There will never be a credit card attached to it or anything. But we will pick up every opportunity for units that we can that are not like we have to spend for them. Anything we can get for free over the next year. And push this account to the point where this account would be an absolute wonderful, like, Banquet progression account by next year. So basically, over the next 11 and a half months, we are going to prep this account for a giveaway for right before Banquet next year. Ember has arrived. Well, I'm glad Ember stopped in. There you go. So, Legacy, how was you and Ember's Christmas? I know you said you had a nice meal tonight. Hopefully you got something that made you really happy and got to spend some time with family. And hopefully Ember got a big fat bag of catnip. So we have chosen to pick up the speed a little bit at this point so we can open a few more things and see if we can't pick up the speed even more. We are going to just finish out one path on 3.2 on each of the levels so that we can get the proven title, and then that should open up a few more abilities for crystals and stuff like that, and then we'll go back through and finish 100%ing Act 8.3 the rest of the way, pick up the rest of what we need to there, and then we'll move on to 8.4 if we have time. And we just hit level 27. So in spite of the half an hour break, we did just hit 9 hours since we started streaming this morning. Well, early this afternoon, I should say. I didn't really get Ember anything, but he got a bite of steak. Hey, something. I'm sure he was very happy with his bite of steak. Probably wanted a few more. So we have had many people stop in through today. We've had a few donations. We even had Seton Man and Legend step in and get promoted up to a moderator on the channel. That was absolutely amazing to have. We have literally just kind of talked our day away and had a good time and spent some time with some amazing people who... No, I miss Seton in here. Yes, Seton was in here earlier today. I was very honored to have the band stop into the live stream. We did talk a bit about Sumner Fest, obviously. We've talked about that several times on the channel since Sumner's Fest. We talked about life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Or no. Did we talk about anything else? Yeah, sure. Let's call it that. Yeah. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That's what we will say that we don't do, and that's what we will stick to. You're one of those things that can, really stick to your gums. But no, I mean, yeah, we've had a great time. We've had quite a few people stop in throughout the day, throughout the 2 different streams. It's been absolutely lovely. We got raided a couple times today. Definitely appreciate anybody that was streaming, bringing over an audience. We talked about where the current main account is going. We've talked about where Banquet is going. We talked about where the channel is going. We talked about major events coming up in the community, including, but not limited to, my birthday stream, Abido's charity birthday stream, Mama Bear's, or Stephen Burris's celebration of Mama Bear stream, my new account challenge on New Year's Eve that we're going to do, that's going to be PC only. And we hadn't mentioned it yet, but since it's on the list, we should also mention the Seattle Live Meetup in May with myself, Abido, Pandaman Pete, Akbar, Royal, Truth Comics, Max, a couple members of the Kabam team, and I'm not going to promise it, and I'm not even going to allude to it, but there could be a few other notable Seattle YouTubers, MCOC YouTubers, that could possibly make it in, and I would stay tuned for details if I were you, because the details matter, man. The details are what separate us from everybody else. Hey man, do you think OS best rank up for BGs? Black Panther, Civil War, or Nick Fury? Nick Fury. If you're looking specifically for BGs, I would say Nick Fury. Mostly because he is a bigger dual threat, because you can put him on offense or defense. Especially if you... obviously, I'm guessing you have him Awakened. Because I would assume you would not ask about Nick Fury unless he was. But that second life can really mean the difference between a few extra seconds of your opponent having to suck it up, and that can win you the match often. So he's got the dual threat on the defensive weight going that way, and then obviously as long as you got deep wounds on and you are they are bleeders, go to town. Yeah, awakened, and even in low sig, he can work. Exactly. He does not. I mean, the sig levels are nice, but they are not necessary. It's mostly just necessary that he has the awakening and that you have deep wounds mastery on. There's not a lot of skill champions that are going to rank higher than Nick on most things. About the only place that Nick doesn't rank well is raids, and raids he's absolute shit. Maestro, please, silence collector. Summoners will give Thanos what he deserves. Do not question me. Hey, we have to take a moment. We did interview Kabam Vincent. Not that he wrote this part of the storyline by any means, but we must honor the story that is the Contest of Champions. Gather around the fire, children, while I read you a story about a bunch of superheroes and supervillains who are kidnapped by two cosmic beings and forced to fight for the Contest of Champions. One of the other things that I will talk about, speaking of Contest of Champions, one of the cooler things that I did see at the Kabam headquarters is they do have framed autographed copies of both runs of the original Contest of Champions in the comics, signed by Stan Lee, hanging up in the offices. And those are just absolutely gorgeous. And I need to get a job there before Kabam closes so that somehow those leave with me. Not that Kabam is going to close anytime soon. Do not even remotely think that's what I said. They have plans for Champions and storyline all the way through the beginning of 2027. And that was what they had at the beginning of November. And I know that every month they are adding more because they know the contest is going to continue as long as we allow it to. And, well, we want it to continue, so we will make sure that it does. Well, I want it to continue, and you want it to continue. So that means we want it to continue. And they kind of want it to continue too, because I mean, you know, they fans, they play the game, they're employed by the company, many reasons for them to want it too. All is important. People's motivations, know them well. Logic dictates that we just keep going. Just keep going. Keep going. Go longer. 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 I don't know. It sounded good. Don't tell me it didn't, because you know it did. You know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. We know what I'm talking about. Do you know what I'm talking about? Because I don't know if I know what I'm talking about. What was I talking about? Were we talking about what I was talking about, or we were talking about what I wasn't talking about? And if we weren't talking about what I was talking about, why were we talking about something other than what I'm talking about? Golly biz, how was the episode? How was the time with the missus? More importantly. Could you really stop hitting me in the face? Like, I'd appreciate it anytime now, because I kind of have to hit you in the face. At least some, so I can get your damn indestructible off, so that I can hit you in the face a lot more. Are you a fan of the Fallout games? I am. Hi, I'm new here. Isaac Taylor. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it, man. Yes, I am a fan of the Fallout games. Big fan of Skyrim and Oblivion and all of the Elder Scrolls games, and played Fallout 3. I know I played a couple of Fallouts, but I love Fallout, mostly because it is Bethesda does killer work, and I do love the fact that they're both on the same engine, or they were built on the same engine, basically, you know, same game mechanics and things like that. I absolutely loved it. Okay, I don't see a point in ranking anybody else up before this, but just wanted to see if there might be. So we have definitely unlocked some new things that I didn't realize we had. Special quests are now available. So we now have Road to Labyrinth and Realm of Legends are available now. Thank you for subscribing, Isaac Taylor. I appreciate it.
Isaac Taylor subscribed to the channel.
So we decided to go ahead and skip 100%ing Act 3 so that we could get to the end of Act 3 and pick up the title, and then come back and look at it from there after we look at what we can pull for crystals, because we are going to be able to pull a couple crystals with the proven title that we would not be able to otherwise, that could possibly land us a usable 5-star. And I say usable because, of course, they have to be a hero, and they either have to share a synergy or be on a recognizable team as far as what Kabam considers a team, not what the comics do. In reference to either Rocket, Ant-Man, Black Widow, OG, OG Hulk, or Iron Fist. So unless it's one of the 5 of them, or somebody who there's a synergy or a Kabam recognized team with them, so basically the Defenders, the Avengers, and the Guardians of the Galaxy, Unless they're one of those and a hero, we can't use them. So we're going to see if we can get somebody we can use, or if we just jumped the gun a little too early for no reason. I do love that this is a cosmic path, though, because that is definitely helping us towards the cosmic invasion milestones, which could net us another selector there. Which would be another Nexus Grandmaster Crystal, which would give us yet again another chance at not only a usable champion, but at least a 4, possibly a 5. By the way, again, guys, thank you everybody for stopping in tonight. Everybody that's hung out throughout the day, throughout the evening, whenever you've had a chance to be part of things. Even if you happen to watch this on playback and stuff like that, I absolutely appreciate everybody who has taken the time today. I know that most people were busy with family and friends, and I am so grateful for everybody who was able to be busy with family and friends. But I'm also grateful for everybody who had the opportunity to stop in and hang out as well. So, no matter if it was because you already did your time with your family and friends and just wanted someplace, I won't spoil it for you, but it was good. Nice. Yeah, I've thought about watching the series at some point. I just don't. First off, I don't. It's on Amazon, and I don't have that, I believe. So I'd have to get that first, which is yet another streaming service that I'm tired of having 400 of them. Not that I do at the moment, but you know. Problem is that even when I only have one, I can't get through everything I want to watch, even on that one. Like, I know I have multiple things on every single streaming service out there that I have not gotten around to watching that I want to watch. It's almost worse than having regular television. If you wanted to just join a free trial and binge the series, it's actually pretty good. Lots of game-related Easter eggs too. Yeah, I've heard that. I gotta figure out exactly when I want to take a little bit of downtime to do something like that. Because I'm all, you know, most of the time I'm either working on things for the channel, or I'm working on things for the oh my god, the books, or I'm working on something for the firm. And I just need to take a little bit of downtime and enjoy some of that type of stuff. And I just haven't done it yet. But yeah, at some point I will probably just go for a free trial and check it out and binge it for a weekend and get through everything, and then go back to killing myself trying to figure out how to get everything off the ground. It also doesn't help that, like, half the time, even when I'm not working on one of those things, I'm in a chat with other YouTubers working on collaborations, or I'm working on things for the Alliance, and I'm in talks with officers, or any number of things. And I used to be able to sit down and watch a TV show and do other things and still catch the entire TV show. I need to 100% lock in and focus on something when it comes to a show to really get everything. Otherwise, I'm going to have to watch it 2 or 3 times. And I have found it a little harder these days to find an excuse to just shut everything else off and just turn on a movie or a TV show. But I try once in a great while to do it, at least, once every couple months. So it's definitely on the list of ones that I will get to. The days when all it took to beat a major boss fight was being halfway decent at dexing. How's it going? We decided to to jump forward and stop 100%ing Act 3 for the moment and just get through at least one path on the last 5 levels. So we're gonna have to go back through and 100% them again, but this right here will get me the proven title, which is good enough to be able to get the Grandmaster crystals from that, from the, oh my god, Cosmic event, which might get me a 5-star. Plus, on top of that, we get some materials for the 4 stars, and we can pick it up from there. We will read the story on another occasion. But we will do an occasion where we read the story, because we need to do that more often. Okay, so that should put us to proven now. I should have checked that, but okay, good. So I wanted to make sure is that we weren't getting prim nexuses. Because yes, a 4-star, another 4-star that we could use is useful, but not really. So pop these just in case something useful pops up in there. Unfortunately, I don't think Chillis has any synergies that would help us. What do I still got to do over here on Nick Fury real quick? Marv Thing, how's it going? Rank up a champion. Okay. Welcome in. How's your Christmas been? Hope it has been wonderful. that out of the way. Get that out of the way. Rank up another one. We're going to get this 4-star Nick Fury first, and then as long as we don't have to go actually fight anything else to get to him. And then we'll finish opening crystals. And then we'll see where we're at that point. Another level up to put us to the 14th milestone. Luckily enough, that was just a level up and not a rank up. But now we need to rank up 3 champions, so let's go ahead and do Spidey. We're going to start Spidey here, because that's not going to take anything to get one. Let's see, we'll do Cap. Not that we're going to use him, but technically he does qualify. Okay, need one more. So we just officially unlocked a bunch more stuff. We could do the side quests. We officially have Battlegrounds now. I forgot they moved that back to Proven. And not what I was looking for. Not what I was looking for either. Damn it. It's very annoying that I pulled I-Bomb after using my Science Gem and all my Science 6 stones. Oh man, that sucks. See, that's kind of the funny thing. Okay, so the night before we got the Christmas gift, I decided to go ahead and sync my Awakening Gem into India Spider-Man, and of course the very next day then I turn around and pull Nico, who needs the Awakening. Yeah. So there is the 4-star Nick Fury. And that completes all of that. Now let's go open some crystals. Well, we might as well go ahead and rank him up, because he's definitely going to go up. Yeah, that's kind of how it always goes. It's one of those things that you'll sit there forever, like, I just want this one, and then you turn around and, like, once you finally give up and just go ahead and spend the resources, that's when you get somebody that, like, you need the resources for. Let's do the 4-star gem first. Or the 4-star crystal first. Hulkling. I have to look. I have to look. Tell me there's a way I can use Hawkline. A friend of mine was holding a tech gym for someone he liked, and his first key gave him Nimrod. Nice. Pretty sure we can't use Hawkline, which kind of massively disappoints me. I'm going to double check one thing real quick, but based off of what I am seeing, I'm pretty sure we can't use it. Electro, we cannot use at all. That's awesome. Okay. I do should share a synergy. I think. And none of those are going to qualify, so that's awesome. It's like no Rentrod does not have any synergy. There's no way Rentrod is a synergy that I can use. You good for call? Yeah, give me just a minute. I'm getting annoyed with my polls at the moment because I don't think anything I have works. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Okay, yeah. Yes, I know the Moose, and it would be great, but he technically does not qualify. So, might help if I actually switch this back over. Yo, Breeze, how's it going?
What's up, man?
Not much, man. So we just pulled the first 4 stars. Well, not the first 4 stars, but we just pulled a bunch, several 4 stars. Did unlock several things here.
Yeah, I got you up on stream.
But right now, everything I think I just pulled is useless. So there's that. So I'm gonna double check, but I'm almost sure based off of what I just looked at, I did not pull a single additional champion other than Nick Fury, which we did the extra work for, that we can actually use.
Retro's a hero, isn't he?
He is a hero, but he
hero.
Uh-huh. He's not. I'm pretty sure he's not on a team with anybody that I have from the original poll. Yeah, he's only a young Avenger, not an actual Avenger, so can't use Hulkling. Pretty sure about that one.
Let's hear the Illuminati.
Dimensional Being. It's not even anything. Right? He has no team affiliation. Yep, so Rentra's out as well. Electro is a villain. So yeah, literally not a single champion that we could actually use in the challenge at the moment.
Oh, Nick will carry you away.
Well, yeah, I mean, I will say Adam's been doing quite a bit of work without a problem, so that is nice. Nick will carry me without a problem, so that is nice. I was just kind of hoping for something big that would qualify, just so that we could kind of do a decent final push in this last hour.
Yeah.
But
So I'm looking through game right now, just like we talked about earlier.
yeah,
If you do for the deathless pieces, you have a piece of King Root, and that is the CCP 1 challenge. Just doing one challenge will get you that.
We'll get you what?
A piece of King Root.
I didn't see a piece of King Groot in there when I was looking the other night. I'll have to double check that. Yeah, I know Shang-Chi can solo quite a bit too. I'm just not extremely skilled with Shang-Chi, so we'll see kind of how that falls. Oh yeah, I have Mysterium, but not enough to do. No, I do not. So what the hell did I pick up?
Right, so there's still two pieces in game right now. One of King Groot and then one of She-Hulk. That's from the Karina's challenges.
Okay. I don't know how I didn't see that King Groot piece. I'm gonna have to look at that for sure.
Then, where's it? So the Deathless Mausoleum. That's the one I was talking about earlier.
Yeah.
No, that'll get you one normal, your 6-star.
I shouldn't open this early, but we're going to anyways because it's the only way. Okay, actually, that does work. Maybe.
Yeah, that'll just get you the 6-star for doing the path. But if I'm looking at this right, you may have to have all 4. Yeah, you have to have all 4 champions, or you're going to do.
That's horrible. That hurts.
Great champion. Can't do nothing with her.
Absolutely. Like.
Look at that prestige.
No.
Up in the world.
See, that's not a good thing. I don't want to push the prestige too much. Especially not if I can't use them.
Mm-hmm.
That's not. Yeah, I knew she wasn't. Damn it. Why couldn't I have pulled Gamora instead of Rocket? Okay, so we now have access to multiple things. Oh, we got some ascension dust.
Okay. What am I? Necro? So Necro, well, you already have this piece. There's a guillotine sword, a piece of that. So for me, there's three pieces still in game.
Kardinsky, how's it going, my man? Nice to see you. Who does she need to have a synergy with? Either Rocket, Ant-Man, Black Widow, OG Hulk, or Iron Fist. She either has to have a synergy or be on the same team as. And she does not. So, yeah, about the 5-star. Okay, so we have. Oh, that's what I want to do. Not that. Took Stealthy to rank 4. Congratulations. Thank you. It's awesome, man. Damn, I would have loved for you to be able to use Phoenix. I have rank 4 Sig 200 Phoenix. Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, she just does not qualify for this particular, for what we drew for this challenge. But we'll go ahead and awaken Nick, and we'll just do all the work with Nick. So, want to see, let's see, we're at 4,000. And there's another 2 there. Another 2 there. Yeah, if we try and finish Act 3 tonight, we will run out of time before we get there. I guess the best thing I can do is just start one-offing pass on Act 4 and try and push it through.
Do you have relics yet?
I do not. I took Imperiosa to rank 4, got a Cosmic Gem from the Give. Another great call. That is 2 great calls. 2 great new rank 4s there. Great job, Kardinsky. They should absolutely carry you.
What about putting Black Panther in? Never mind. I see what you're doing there.
Yeah, no, Gamora works better. And I can go ahead and awaken her and throw some SIGs into her. Not that that's going to do a whole lot or matter whatsoever, but it's just a little bit more that we can do. So we going. This is what we got for now.
So right now I've got 40,940 points into the banquet.
Nice.
Where do you think that's going to land me?
Based off of what I have been seeing for scores, I'm guessing that should put you right on the border of the 3%.
That's nice.
I feel like my score right now currently has me guaranteed at the top of the 2 to 3%, but a good chance of making it into the 1%.
Mm-hmm.
And
if you get that 2 to 3%, you get your Nick Fury.
Oh, you noticed that too? Yeah, I actually mentioned that the other night in a chat. But yeah, no, I haven't made a big deal about the fact that you guys notice I keep saying I haven't missed Nick Fury yet. Because I do know very well that, yeah, I have multiple ways to pick him up yet still.
Yeah. So looking at this, remember the other day when I told you I got that 7-star selector from the Valiant, right?
Yep.
Or from the Jubilant.
Yep.
And I took Future Ant-Man.
Yep.
About 5 minutes later, I opened up a 7-star and put another 26 on Quicksilver.
Okay.
Who's also in that selector box.
Yep.
So there's only a couple that I'm missing out of here. So if I get to that, it's either going to be APOC, which I know he's good, but I don't use him. And the other one would be Mole Man.
Mole Man, on the other hand, is definitely worth having on the team.
Yeah.
I mean, especially if you get him ranked up and stuff, Mole Man, there's a lot of metas that Mole Man is absolutely wonderful for. So I mean, at least that's actually the benefit is you've narrowed it down to literally only 2 champions left in the whole box that you don't have, and one of them is a viable option.
Well, I mean, there's still a few that I'm missing, like Sabretooth, but I'm not a big fan of Sabretooth, even with his buff.
So I think at the moment, because all the Glorious Guardians are in the basic pool at this point. I forget what there's 2 other crystals in there. One of them's the Heart of Fire, one of them's Glorious Guardians, and I forget what the third one is.
Right.
But both the other 2, the Glorious Guardians and the one that's not Heart of Fire, are in the basic pool. So what I would look at if I was you is remember which ones are the Heart of Fire and make sure that you have all of them. The only 2 that I remember for sure are Heart of Fire is the only group that is not going in the basic pool anytime soon. Yes. The only 2 that I remember for sure that are Heart of Fire are Tigra and Nick Fury, because they're the 2 that I want the most out of that. I don't remember which ones out of the rest of them are the other 4. So you may have to look that up, or I can look it up later and remind you.
Yeah. Because let's see, I don't have Mole Man.
Which Mole Man is
Abomination, Tigra, APOC, and Sabretooth. So I'm only missing, what's that, 4, I said?
5. 5 out of 18 isn't bad. Heart of Fire was Nick Fury, I-Bomb, APOC, Tigra, and Dark Phoenix.
Yeah.
So out of the ones that you said you don't have, APOC would be a very valid option. Because you could still pull Mo Man from the basic at any point in time.
True.
And APOC is, in spite of the fact that he is overshadowed by many mutants at this point, he is still a great champion. And also one that doesn't have to be awakened to be good.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, just a few thoughts there.
Oh, man.
So, how was the family's Christmas?
Not too bad. My daughter got a bunch of stuff. My wife got me a couple of things. And then as a family, we got it's a infinity table.
Okay.
It's by, what is it, Arcade 1-Up or something like that. It's basically it's a giant tablet with a bunch of different games on it.
Okay.
Like old school board games.
Okay, that's cool.
In fact, I'm actually gonna turn on to the they played with it earlier today when I was sleeping.
Yeah, I've seen similar things like that you can do for like tabletop games and stuff.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. I mean, if you saw how many board games I had in this house, it would blow your mind.
Yeah. No, I was thinking more so like being able to put like maps and stuff on there for like D&D and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. When I say tabletop games, I mean RPGs.
I'm still trying to get my daughter into that, but she's still being hesitant.
How old is she?
14.
Yeah, she's kind of at that age where like boys are a lot easier to get into it than girls. Like they're either hardcore drawn to it or they gotta take interest in a nerdy boy.
Yeah.
So you're right on that cusp of going from, you know, you're my daddy and you're my hero to your dad and you should really fuck off and leave me alone.
Nah, been there for a while.
I laugh because I have these two pictures that I got done of my kids when they were at two different ages where I had them do similar poses in both of them. And I can put the two of my daughters side by side, and I go, this is Daddy's little girl, and this is Daddy's nightmare.
Yeah.
And it's quite accurate because that's exactly what she went from and to. And
So with this account, is this a one-day account and then that's it, or are you gonna continue with it later on?
So I kind of got to thinking about it. So I had an original idea for it, and then I kind of modified it while you were out. Um, so my original idea for it was I was going to get far enough with it to make it a decent enough account, and then I would give it away. Um, and but it kind of like I'm not quite where I would want to be to like this is not anything that's really gonna like woohoo, this is a great start for you, like type account.
Yeah.
Like you sit down and play for a week, you're gonna get what I got. So what I got to thinking about that I might just do with this account, and what I think I am going to do is wherever we stop at on the account at the end of tonight, I will not play the account, but I will collect like basic daily stuff out of the account and rack up as many units as I can for the next just shy of a year. And we'll give it away to somebody right before Banquet next year.
Okay.
Just, hey, here's 5-10,000 units, whatever it ends up being. A couple weeks before Banquet. Like,
That's not too bad. Now, what about the one you're starting on PC? That's going to be ongoing.
Yeah, that's gonna be an ongoing thing so that I can get better on PC.
Okay.
So that's literally just gonna be like, do I hit a roadblock where I cannot play this game on PC?
Yeah. Now, are you hooking up a controller to it, or
I have it. Okay, so I have a controller hooked up right now. So I'm probably gonna start by trying to do it off the controller. But I have been told from a couple people that the keyboard might be easier. So I may do a little bit of a back and forth and see which one feels more comfortable.
Okay.
But I have the option to do either or. It's just gonna, like I said, it's just gonna be, which one. Because I will tell you, the first time I downloaded it off of Steam, I logged into my main account just to try it out. Yeah. Try playing a rank 4 champion against an even decent sized boss. On the PC as your first time playing PC.
Yeah.
Didn't work well. Like, couldn't parry, couldn't dex, couldn't do nothing. Missed everything. Misfiring on shit. Like, okay, we definitely need to stick to the phone was my first thought, and then I got to thinking about it, and, on the other hand, if I started Act 1, Level 1, and was a 2-star champion, and the very basics, and like, could I get familiar enough with the controllers or the keyboard to actually make it so that I could do it at the level I compete at on the phone, or maybe even better. I don't know, but it's worth finding out.
Okay.
And that's kind of my thought process. But what we'll do, we won't do nearly as long of a live stream for the kickoff of that one. We'll probably do like somewhere between like a 4 and 6 hour live stream. And then I will kind of like once or twice a month we'll go in for a couple hours and just kind of make some progress on It's not going to be a primary focus or anything. It'll be one of those things where, hey, I want to go live tonight and I want to do some stuff, but I just don't have it in me. So we're going to play on the PC.
Yeah. No, I mean, that makes sense. And I mean, plus, we've been playing on the phone for
10 years.
11 years now. So it's going to take some time to get used to new controls.
I mean, fuck, I've been playing on the phone for 10 years and I still don't know half the controls. I mean, like, I wrote down what you're supposed to do against fucking Ares and then realized real quick I would just rather die repeatedly and make it easier. What cosmic champs do you have? What cosmic champ is really good for a solo raids? Just tried Gamora, and that didn't go well. Breeze, you want to make a suggestion on this? Because I haven't done solo raids.
Hang on, let me jump back in too so I can see chat. What cosmic champ is really good for solo? I mean, you can always go old school and go with Hercules. And build a team around that.
Do you have Carolina Dean?
If you're talking about this current one,
yes, I'm guessing.
With the current meta. Give me a second, let me see what I have. Ooh. So for the current meta, to get the actual meta reward, you have to use Founder Award champions. And there are no cosmics that fall under that.
Strongest cosmic I have available is Venom. I would try. I would try Venom. Venom is definitely, like, if you can use it, Venom is a killer champion. And yeah, apparently Carolina is not available for solo raids, so I did not know that. I haven't looked.
Venom isn't available either. Not for the Founders War. Because the Founders War is pretty much skill, mutant, and tech. With a couple science scattered around, like Void, I-Bomb, Leader, then you have the new Spider-Man, and Isophene.
But I'm guessing, I don't know, I'd have to look at it myself. Because I'm guessing, because why would they ask for a cosmic champ if none of the cosmic qualify?
That's why I just threw in the chat if he's looking for the Founders War. Because, I mean, if you can put anybody in there, but you're not going to get the Founders War.
Are you looking at raids or are you looking at incursions?
I'm looking at incursions.
We're talking about raids. We're talking about solo raids.
Solo raids, my bad.
I was wondering why you were... Yeah, no. Hey, Jason, how's it going, man? No.
Okay,
I need cosmic options for solo raids.
Yeah, I got you. I don't know what I was thinking. I forgot about that mode. So, Venom, if you have Venom ranked up, Venom is good. Then, I normally use Medusa, but I have mine ranked up. Serpent's good. I mean, so they're all good. It's just you have to figure out which is the right boost to take. And then when you get to the second, the one where you get to choose what you're going to be, what the champion is going to be using. So bundle basics or whatever. That's what I normally go with. But yeah, any cosmic will work.
I would say if you're going to take Venom, if I remember right, the buff that you should be using is Unparalleled Buffs.
I'm looking at that right now. Where's
Pretty sure the one he has is buff related.
Yeah, Unparalleled Buff is what you want to take.
Yeah, I was pretty sure I was right on that one. Because it's the same as regular raids.
Mm-hmm. I'm looking at the sheets that we put in our chat groups.
Yeah. So I would say take Venom and go Unparalleled Buffs, and you should be good there. Come on, shut up. Just let me see things. 2 more wasted mastery points. Let's see. I can go. Unless there's something down there that I need. No, we can go this way. So I have to look exactly which level I'm on. But depending on where I'm at, I think what we're going to do is make it to the end of 4.1. So 4.1.6. See what we have that we can open at that point. See if there would have been anything that we would have pulled that would have made a difference if we were continuing on forward. And probably call it. Because we are 9.5 hours in right now, and the plan was about 10 hours. So we are definitely not going to make it through all of Act 4, even if we do solo runs in under 11 hours, I would assume. Which I'm not saying I'm opposed to going. But I know there's not a lot of people hanging out in chat tonight. Not that I'm ungrateful for any of you, but at the same time, like, I know, like, you all probably have other things you could be doing other than watching me play levels that none of you even remember exist still. So rather than drag this out forever, unless somebody, like, I don't know, donates $100 and is like, here, keep playing, then, like, at that point I can't argue, like, but that is not necessary, just to be clear.
Yeah, I logged into my backup at my alt account and saw that I have like 4, 5 energy refills getting ready to expire.
The great thing about that now is if you ever in that position in where you've got that many expiring, but you just don't, like, have a lot of time to really go burn them, is that you can now go ahead and just burn them by trading them in for Elder's Marks.
Yeah.
And so, worst case scenario, you can just stock up your Elder's Marks a bit for a season that you actually plan on using.
Not too bad of an idea, because I did want to do some, once I'm done running my dailies, I wanted to get some battlegrounds done on one in the backup.
Glad I said it then. So. Jason, should I even ask what's going on over in chat?
There's nothing really going on in chat right now.
Not you. I said Jason. You gotta remember, I'm in chats you're not in.
My bad.
There was an interest. The last time I checked that chat on Discord, nothing. It's dead. Okay. The last time I checked it, a few minutes, probably about an hour or so ago, there was an interesting where somebody happens to be at the moment conversation going on, and what they happen to be doing there. And like, if I'd been in chat, some people would have been taking some shit, but I was a little I was a little busy over here. Yeah, props comment. But I told Egg after I get done streaming tonight, if he wants to talk, I'll be available. But I don't know. I know he's had a long day, and it wouldn't surprise me if the second him and the wife kind of curled up and started watching some TV, if the drain didn't set in. By the way, don't let me forget, probably, maybe tomorrow, because I know I'm definitely not going to stream, but if not tomorrow, sometime Saturday before I do stream, I want to try and catch the officers and talk about a couple things.
Okay.
Because I want to look at what we're looking at after Banquet. Because I want us moving forward. I want us getting back to where we were and then beyond it.
Yeah.
And I know there's a couple people. I mean, obviously, we've already talked about a couple of the alt accounts. The last two alt accounts will be out right after Banquet. Though we'll see how much I have to listen to Rob whine about that. And then I have a few other people that we need to discuss, because I'm not quite sure that they're gonna make it if we push any harder.
Okay. That is too easy.
And I know very good and well that one of our officers will throw himself under the bus as a martyr and say that he doesn't have enough skill to make it there either. But compared to who I'm talking about, Breezes on call, Venom worked great, albeit he does take a little while. Yeah. Oh, who's on call? Sorry, Jason. Breeze. He's one of my officers from my alliance. He has been an officer in a couple of my alliances at this point, and has been running with me for about 3 years now.
Yeah, 2 or 3.
Yeah. I mean, you weren't in when I first started the channel, and actually started growing, Maker. I don't know. I don't even know how to pronounce the damn thing. I know it's my alliance's shit, but I wrote it backwards on purpose and never figured out how to pronounce it. So, but I know you weren't in originally when I first started that, but it was probably within the first 6 months of me having that one like really active. When Rizzo sent you over to me.
Yeah.
Because that would have been right in the height of like me, Didi, Rizzo, Triple G, or Triple Z, Kata, and Andrew all working together.
Okay.
Because I think you were in before we started the do you want to play a game thing.
Yeah.
Good night, everyone. Have a good rest and rest of the stream, buddy. Good night, Vitalik. By the way, can we revisit the alliance question when you're around gold 1? Don't want to lose that many resources. Yes, we can. Right now, so we are setting at gold 4 right now, but we're on the verge of gold 3, and I think that with a little bit of push, if we keep up the win streak that we're on right now, I think we can make it to gold 2 before the end of Big Thing, which would mean that we would be easily pushing gold 1 first part of next season. But you and I can definitely talk about that a little bit further. Jason is in an alliance with Egg at the current moment.
Okay.
And there's a few people going in another direction in that alliance, and there's a couple other things going on in that alliance that I'd be open to it at that point. Okay, yeah, no problem. So,
yeah, I think a lot of alliances are going to be doing a lot of shifting and moving around after Banquet.
oh, I know they are. I know there's going to be a major shakeup after Banquet, anyways, with all the alliance. Partially because you're going to have people that have bigger accounts than they've ever had before, thinking that they can handle things that they can't necessarily handle, and they will try. You will have people that are like, I've held myself back for too long, that can handle it and will try. And then you're going to get.
We had somebody like that.
Yeah, and then you're gonna get the fact that I really think there's gonna be a major shakeup in alliances, anyways, because right now, so you have basically 4 different versions of 5 different versions of alliances right now, in my opinion. Okay, you have the we don't do a goddamn thing alliance. We're just together so that we can gather whatever points we get. You've got the we are 100% AQ alliance, and that's all we care about. Everything else doesn't matter. You've got the opposite side of that coin, which is the 100% war. All we do is war. And everything else is secondary to it. And then you've got the Battlegrounds alliances.
Yeah.
And then you've got the We Do Everything Alliance. You know, we have to be at the top of everything. I'm loving this Deathless Guillotine on. I thought you would, man. After what we talked about, I thought she would really work well for you. But I do see with Colosseums being what it is looking like already, I see that creating another pathway where there are going to be very Colosseum-based alliances.
Yeah.
So I see there being an even further shakeup in the diversity of the types of alliances you could be in. I gravitate towards war alliances. I've noticed it. Yeah. I know some people that are very much so that way. I've got a couple friends of mine who, like, as long as it's in a war alliance, that's where they want to be. Like, and I know other people that feel the way I do, which is war is the only mode that my champions do not work in.
See, that's what I like about our alliance, because we do focus on war and AQ stuff, but it's a laid back environment.
Yeah. Yeah, Jason. We do a very balanced one, like you're saying there. We don't gravitate too much towards any one direction, but nothing's required, but everything is. Okay, let me rephrase that. Everything is required, but there is no like minimum to it, and we don't like. I don't penalize you for trying.
Yeah. And it's like, I don't think we have the one thing that I think people like about the alliance is the fact that we don't have a minimum for BGs.
Yeah.
Because it's you're either good at it or you're not.
Yeah, but the nice thing is with our alliance, as far as BGs goes, we have enough people that will, as long as you put up a score, they'll carry the weight.
Mm-hmm.
So, as long as you get in and do it, you're fine. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I mean, I can get the gladiator circuit, but I don't get out of Uru.
Yeah, I mean, and that's exactly it. Like, I've told people before, like, I don't give a fuck if you use 99 loyalty revives to kill your path on war. Like, as long as we finish, we got a better chance of winning. So get your ass in there and finish your fight.
Yeah.
Not everybody listens to me when I say that. And that's just like tonight when I messaged the few people I did and said, hey, like, could you go ahead and, well, can somebody come cover mine? No, they can't. Did you pay attention to the fact that I literally messaged everybody last night and said we moved up in war tier and we cannot take more than one node apiece anymore?
Yeah, you wouldn't even notice that if I did the same thing, because I was about ready. I was shocked that I took out Spider Woman, and I had the team set up to take out the other Spider Woman.
Yeah, no, I did the same thing. I went in with a couple of them to do with a team ready to take out two of the genes. Because there was one on either side of the map, and I was going to grab the one and then bounce over to the other one, and so I would have noticed. But yeah, that's I the whole reason I sent out the message when I did is because I went in and verified.
You know, the side event that we have, the 2-star one.
Yeah.
So I'm stuck at the moment.
Why?
Because the last one is use Toad, and I don't have Toad.
You realize those are just titles.
I don't care, but the rewards are great.
Like, the reward is a title. There is no reward.
Yeah, no, I'm not worried. Oh, yeah, true.
There is no rewards. Period.
Yeah. But that's the thing. I'm like, man, I thought I had all the 2-stars, and
Oh, you're
I
not
actually
even close.
spent 100 units on a 2-star Nexus crystal to try and pull, because I was missing two. I was missing APOC and I was missing Toad, and I pulled APOC.
Let's see. I've never hit higher than 88 points in Battlegrounds. I think my highest right now was this season, and I got up to like 72 at one point. To be honest, I almost stopped at Gladiator Circuit. I try a slight push, but yeah, I haven't touched Battlegrounds before the first meta change. Yeah, no, I get it. You would love to have me in your war map. I enjoy doing as many fights as possible. I mean, yeah, I love having guys like that, and I encourage the crap out of it, especially in normal seasons. Like, I one of the things that I've always done with my alliances and have always been proud to do with my alliances is I don't fault. I put together a really balanced group of people where I have some really large guys that can handle way more than most of the alliance can, and then I have a handful of small guys that like get drug up by the skill of the higher end players. Um, Now that is kind of a delicate balance because it is one of those things that it is very easy to have the littlest guys drag down the big guys, and then the big guys get upset and want to leave. And it is also a balance of trying to keep the little guys trying and not like, oh, I don't have to do anything because the big guys are going to cover it anyways. And I do have a couple of them in there right now that I feel are taking that attitude right now. And I think they're taking that attitude right now because they know I won't kick them during Banquet. But conversations will be had about where they're going after Banquet.
I was watching Rich the Man's video yesterday, and this is what's really messed up, and that's what I hate about some of these alliances. They kick somebody from their alliance in the middle of Banquet.
Yep. I've had multiple people come into conversations with me in the last week talking about how their alliance kicked them in the middle of fucking Banquet. And it's part of the reason people have stuck with me for so long is there are certain things that they know I will never do to them. Like, you would have to fuck up huge for me to kick you in Banquet. And when I say huge, I mean you would you would have to do. I think the best example I could use is at one point in time we brought this guy into our alliance and he started like absolutely bad mouthing and cussing out one of my officers and talking about how he was a lazy piece of shit and never did anything and blah blah blah. The guy had been in the alliance for a week. You have no clue what my officers have done before you were in my alliance, so shut the fuck up. And I was nice enough to him. I did my best to calm him down and just be like, hey bro, like, first off, like, you're talking out your ass, you don't really know what you're talking about. Like, just kind of chill it. Like, and right after I chilled him out and he swore he was cool, he turned around and like absolutely like instantaneously 30 seconds later called one of my officers a name again. Kick. Done.
That's the guy you removed from chat too, wasn't it?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Yeah, that was a lot of unnecessary BS.
Yeah. He texted me later talking about, I'm so sorry that you guys are so sensitive and can't take being called out for your own bullshit and blah, blah. Okay, bro. Go find an alliance that finds that acceptable and enjoy yourself because it's not ours.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, it's just like the channel. I don't, it takes quite a bit for me to ban anybody from the channel. And like, there's only been, I think, 2 people that have ever been banned from the channel, and only 2 others that have ever been like given a warning, plain and simple, like, do it again and you're done. And one of them, the funny thing about it is I don't think you were on that night, but I don't know if it was this week or last. One guy jumped into chat. The first thing he said the second he got into chat, I've already been banned from 4 streams tonight. Dude, you're proud of that?
Looks like you're banned from number 5.
And then I had Egg actually had been in a couple of the streams that he had gotten banned from. And he private messaged me. He's like, this is what he's been saying in people's streams. And I went, bro, I'm going to let you know right now. If you say what you've been saying in anybody else's streams, you'll be banned here quicker than shit, too. So, it's up to you. If you'd like to be banned, just tell me to ban you right now. We'll save us both the hassle. And he's like, he went silent for a little while. And then he said something else that wasn't what he's been saying in other people's chats. And I timed you out for 5 minutes and made it very clear that is your one warning. I catch you saying anything like that again, and I don't give a fuck. You're out of here. Alright. Solivar can take 8 out of 10 nodes by himself, and I have a rank 4 Sig 100. Very nice. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things. Like, I try to be inclusive to just about everybody. I don't. I've worked with people of every denomination, race, religion, you name it, under the sun. I have had people that have mattered to me that have been everything under the sun, disabled. I have my own child has PTSD. I have CPTSD. The list of things that I have dealt with in my life of people that, bottom line, people are people. Like, I don't give a fuck what color, skin, what imaginary creature they fucking worship or otherwise, let alone who they put in their bed or what they identify as. I don't give a fuck. They're accepted here. And if you have a problem with that, then you're not accepted here. And
Why? I gotta tag this guy. I don't know why in the hell you brought those 2 champions in.
what are you looking at?
I'm talking about on my battle group for war.
Oh. Who are we looking at?
Tiny.
Tiny doesn't. The problem with Tiny is that Tiny has held himself back for so long that Tiny has no clue how to compete at this level.
Yeah.
You got to remember that,
he went up against Nimrod. And he brought in Corvus and a 7-star Nimrod.
I mean, it would have been pushing it to do it with Corvus, especially if you had anybody worthwhile to back him up. I would not do Nimrod.
No, because then you got to look at the.
And that's and that's without even knowing what the nodes are. I still wouldn't really do Nimrod.
No, because the nodes are Band-Aid solution and never back down.
Yeah, like I said, first off, Tiny's first raids was this last one.
Yeah.
Like that. So that's how, when I tried to bring him up a couple times before this, and he was just much happier staying Thronebreaker and being in an alliance that didn't do more than like map 4 or 5. So he's never even tried to really push himself until now. So he and I may have a talk towards the end of Banquet and see if if what he's experienced now makes him feel like he wants to push, or if he feels like he's better suited to go back down to a small alliance again.
Yeah.
Node 3 is basically impossible without heal block and or reversal. Yeah. So I got a couple people that are sitting in kind of that boat. That I know. I gave them a home for Banquet before I realized that we were going to be pushing for higher any sooner.
Yeah.
And then everybody got antsy, and I didn't check anybody, so I guess we're pushing.
How would we?
But there is also a few other things that I want to massively address, where a few of the officers are going to need to step up a little more too.
Yeah. And I'm looking at it. I've got 8 people at the node, at the final node. And I still have 3 defenders on the map.
Yeah, it's because somebody didn't read my message and went, oh, I can just go straight to the boss and get us points. And figured somebody else would cover them. So. Which is, again, like I said, it's one of those things that there's a few people that are going to get addressed because of things like that. And I get that chat gets very busy at times. But it needs to start being one of those things that no matter how many messages there are there, you need to look for one thing, and that is me tagging at all. If I do that, it means it's important and you need to pay attention to it.
Mm-hmm.
I should not be repeating myself 2-3 days later because you didn't go back and check it in chat the first 3 times I posted.
Yeah, so we got just under 12 hours left, so we'll have a new war later tonight. Or
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
The question is are we gonna hit those final Banquet crystals this war, or are we gonna have to do it next?
That's what I'm looking at right now. I would hit it. We're only 220 points away. We should hit it.
I mean, that means 5 people have to get to the boss between the 3 battle groups, and possibly there should be enough people that should have done it, but who knows? I'll go. I said I wouldn't yell at anybody tonight, yesterday, today, or tomorrow, just because of Christmas. But after that, like, guess what? Get the fuck back on it, guys.
Yeah, we only have 4 people that haven't joined right now across all 3.
We had 5 when I tagged everybody, so that means only 1 of them actually joined.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had 7 more that needed to get to the boss.
Yeah.
So there's more than enough points sitting there waiting.
PT2 has 1, 2, 3, 3 defenders left, and 2 people need to join.
And how many are sitting on the boss node?
7.
Okay.
And then for BG1, you have 2 defenders left, and 2 people need, 1 person needs to join, and 7 at the boss, or at the final node.
Yeah.
And 1 person just needs, he's already finished the fight, he just needs to move up.
Tell me it's not Hellboy.
No.
Okay.
The Cherry.
Okay. The only reason why I said just tell me it's not Hellboy is because Hellboy and I discussed it like before I even went live. And he's like, okay, I didn't realize that. Let me get in and fix it right now. And like, if you didn't fix it after you told me you were going to, 11 hours later.
Yeah, no, Hellboy, he's at the node, he's done.
Yeah, he should be.
He did his fight.
Yeah, no, I knew he'd done his fight. He was just waiting to see if he needed to clear any more, which I appreciated. But if he would have read the earlier message, he would have realized that he didn't need to. No, the points are all there. There's more than enough points there, and it's like, especially with it being Christmas and stuff. I almost guarantee the other alliance isn't doing much better than we are. So I don't see us losing our win streak right now. But I also don't want everybody getting complacent. That was just like the other day when we were doing Coliseums and everybody found out that, oh, you can max out your podiums. So you apparently I never hit subscribe. Let's fix that. Yeah, definitely fix that.
Yeah.
But
that's one thing.
Everybody just basically gave up when they found out that they didn't have to, that they could max out their podiums for free. And I was like, guys, I just want you to try, like, because it's not going to be like this in the future.
No. And that's something too. I'm hoping because the last piece of Star Wars is going to be a solo Coliseum. And I'm hoping it's not too high up in the...
Okay, so actually what their exact words were is the next piece will be in Coliseum. There are 2 pieces left. So it is possible that we could see one in the next Alliance Coliseum and one in the solo, or it could be one in one of them and one somewhere else. Because we only have 3 and there's 5 pieces total.
Yeah, I'll also double check right now. Yeah, 3 pieces.
Yeah, you got one from the Howard the Duck thing. You got one from the email and one from Battlegrounds.
Mm-hmm.
Necro 2 probably has the last piece if Coliseum doesn't. I don't think Necro 2 is going to be out soon enough for that one to have the piece. And based off of what they were saying, off of what they were doing with the Stellar pieces, I don't think they would put it in Necro, even if Necro 2 launched in time. The reason I say that is because they made it very clear that the pieces would be easier to obtain than the deathless pieces were, and necro is not something that the majority of people did. There are a lot of people, and especially the people that you see in chats all the time and stuff like that. All of them did necro, yes, but there was a large percentage of the Jason is an example of it. We were talking the other night, and he said plain and simple. The second I saw it was the Grandmaster, I never want to fight the Grandmaster again. I'm not doing necro.
That's fair.
And I know there's enough people in this community that like hated that fight so badly that yeah, I'm sure there are plenty of people who never try. I know for a fact, based off of some of the things that I talked to Kabam about, in spite the amount of people that did do necro, there was still a sizable amount of the community that didn't. And so I would not see them putting a piece in-game content based off of what they said. And I know that sounds kind of ironic saying that, considering you have to get to GC to get one of the pieces. But considering the fact that for the majority of people, if you wait till the last week, you can almost bank your way into GC without even hardly trying. I don't want to fight him again either. Yeah. I hated the Grandmaster, and I'd have to, but I'd have to if I'd want to explore Act 6. Yeah. I'm in the same. Yeah, yeah. I know. I know. Like, I'm not oblivious to. That's one of the things that I have always prided myself on with this channel and stuff. Is I'm a little less oblivious to the overall community than a lot of the bigger guys are, because a lot of the bigger guys do not think, and I have guys even in my alliance that I have to correct from time to time, that I'm like, you're giving advice based off of your skill level, not off of what somebody actually can do. So, okay, great. Go use such and such champion to do such and such content is great until you realize that such and such champion is a high skill champion, and that's in-game content, and you're talking to somebody who barely made it through Act 7. Okay. Yeah, these two things don't compute together. Okay. And I see a lot of that out of a lot of the YouTubers as well, because they talk from their own skill level, not from the perspective of the person they're talking to. So it is definitely one of those things that I do try and take into consideration the feelings of a lot of people. Like, I know, like, I'm surprised I was willing to do necro myself, to be truthful with you, because 6 hours and 6,000 units on Grandmaster the first time I faced him, you would think I never want to even like see that again in any way, shape, or form. And yet I did necro and enjoyed it a lot. I had a wonderful time doing it on stream and stuff. But I don't look at other people that way. So, only story.
I haven't even done necro yet.
Yeah, I know you have.
I plan on doing it.
Yeah.
Sometime this year, but we'll see how that goes.
Only story I have explored is Acts 1 through 5 and 9. So 6, 7, and 8 you still have to do. I 100% in 1 through 5, 8, and 9. I always loved MCOC Encyclopedia's guides. Yeah, MCOC Noob and MCOC Encyclopedia. I know a lot of people who feel like mine are really good. And I take a lot of inspiration from both of those two gentlemen as well. Like, I will go through and check their guides and see what they're recommending and see other ways that I can adjust that. So that's why I use Lumitrex for something. I try to think of other examples of good champions before recommending they use Lumitrex. Loom has quite a skill ceiling. Yeah. And it's good as long as when you are making your recommendations to other people, you are taking those type of things into consideration and not just assuming somebody's skill level. Um, I mean, it's extremely important because you can turn around and put somebody to the point where they're like, but you told me that I could do it with this and I still can't do it. So apparently I can't do it. So I should stop trying. And I've seen that out of people before. And so you got to watch giving certain advice in certain ways. Yeah, Loom is high skill also, but not everyone's interested in getting idols. Yeah. Like, I'll get them when they come back around. I am not chasing them. I will not chase anything in this game. Like, the only reason I'm even going for Stellar Forge Star Lord is because so far every piece has been something I was going to do anyways and has been fairly straightforward and fairly easy. Which is what Kabam said they would be. So,
Yeah, because you got to think when they came with the death list, a lot of their pieces were with the EOP challenges.
yeah, EOP challenges, Karina's challenges, you know, there was multiple places where you had to do high end content that not everybody even had the ability to do. I like all the idols, but I've gone above and beyond for Imperiosa, one piece short of a second dupe. Nice. If I can help it, I never recommend a champ that needs high skill ceiling unless they've told me that that champion is exactly. Okay, so we made it through 4.1.6, which is what I said we would do. Obviously, we could have probably done a little bit more if I would have timed things a little differently. We did complete our first daily, super daily event. 100%. Yay. Let's go open some crystals and see what we would have gotten, what could have helped us if we were going to continue this account. We'll get some crap out of the way and probably go pull a God tier champion that would have actually qualified. Why? Because that's how this works.
Yeah, my stream is still a little bit behind. You're still fighting Black Widow right now.
Well, that's your fault. Keep up. So let's start with the legendary crystal since it can be a 4 or a 5, and then we'll do the 5-star and find out if we would have gotten anything that would have helped.
Let's see that buffers up. It catches you up to where you are. Let's see.
Okay, Vision could have helped. He would have qualified. He's a viable champion. And let's see if our second 5-star would have been any better than our first. Are you kidding me?
Getting rude. I'm waiting. Oh, that's nice.
Adam carried us through so much of that just to turn around and be the 5-star that we pull at the end of stream, right when we could have. At least he qualifies. Yes, at least he qualifies. Well, anyways, guys, this has been an absolute amazing Christmas day, and I hope everybody had fun hanging out and everything. I am gonna look real quick, but I don't expect that there's gonna be anybody streaming right now. If there is, we will definitely raid whoever it is. I have literally nobody. That's exactly what I expected.
Yeah, I'm looking as well. I don't see anybody.
Yeah. So, kind of expected that, guys, which is fine. I do like to try and make sure we're passing it off to somebody else when we call it quits for the day. But at the same time, I would much rather just go ahead and tell everybody to have an amazing night. Go ahead and get some sleep, get some rest, wipe away the day if it was bad, start a new tomorrow. If it was great, tomorrow wake up and make it another good day. Enjoy time with your family, enjoy time with your friends, enjoy time with your loved ones. Take care of your alliances, and have a great night, guys. I really do appreciate you all. Breeze, thanks for stopping in.
Not a problem, bro.
But everybody, go watch some anime and play some arena. Have a great time, man. But everybody, have a great day, a great night, and I truly hope you pull a God Tier champion soon. And until the next one, guys, I love you all, and peace out. See you guys soon.